Hey, Burton here. The reason I'm holding this helmet is you will see a picture of me standing on a signal tower in 1979 wearing this very helmet. Watch for it. To check out the remains of the old Rochester Junction. It's an area just north of Honeyway Falls, New York. It was a station stop on the Lehigh Valley Railroad that crossed this area with a cutoff that went up to Rochester, New York. This shows you the Rochester Junction. It was right in this area. Our starting point will be here. This is a replica of the freight terminal. We're going to go down through here and see the remains of the platform. The train depot stood right in this area. Then we're going to go over there and see railroad cars. We're going to stroll down this path. Right here is foundation for the tower, and then we have foundation for the pump station. We'll continue on down to a bridge right here, and then journey up into here where we can see the foundation for the speeder shop. After that, we're going to take a run up through this area and see the bridge over the Honeyway Creek. So let's head out there and have a look. Oh yeah, there was one other thing I wanted to mention. It was back in 1979 that my friend and I were out trail riding our motorcycles down the old railroad beds. We came upon the Rochester Junction. 3 of the pictures were taken in 1979, and I'll stick those in the video here as we go along. Today we're off on a little adventure. We're going to explore the Rochester Junction. Before us is a replica of the train station, which was called the Rochester Junction. The Lehigh Valley Railroad ran through here with a spur that went to Rochester, so it became known as the Rochester Junction. This replica freight house, constructed by volunteers of the Menden Foundation. An old signal box from the railroad that ran right down through here. Somebody's tried to pry it open. Nothing inside. The old railroad bed now has been opened up into a trail. Again, there's the new station building that was built as a replica. Original train depot stood where those trees are. That was taken down in the 1960s. I believe it burned. You can see here that the roof was still standing, that was over the platform in 1979. And we got an old baggage car sitting here. And a flatbed. And a boxcar. Even comes with graffiti. So the Lehigh Valley ran that way, and the spur to Rochester went up through here. And now that's a walking trail also. This was the joint between those two lines. Right about here, just up ahead, was a signal that I climbed on. Some concrete and steel remains right here. This looks like part of the old switch mechanism. Somebody left a water bottle here. And the trail continues on down through here. Little foundation over here. The sign says it was an interlocking tower. And there's concrete foundation around in here. A switch cabinet over here. Some of the old wire still in here. Well, looks like maybe some more foundations here. This says it was a pump house. Just a little bit of concrete on the ground under the weeds. Couple of things over here. Oh yeah, we got a basement section here, concrete. That was in a big circle, looks like. It was probably some kind of a tower. This must be where they drew water out of a stream for the locomotives. And we get a little piece of coal still here. Yeah, coal burning steam locomotives. And take a look down in there. There's water running through there. Wow, that's pretty neat. So this is where the water supply was kept, evidently, for the steam locomotives. Okay, let's continue back on the trail. Looks like a piece of an old rail car sitting here. No explanation. Piece of steel down there. Okay, back on the trail. So this is the split in the trail. That heading east, this would be the railroad that curved to the south. They call it the Great Bend. Okay, this trail crosses a bridge. Ah, little caterpillar there. And busy ants. Crossing over this creek. Trail goes on. I don't think there's any more railroad memorabilia. I'm not going to walk and walk to try to find it, so we're going to head on back, wrap this thing up. Now across the road from this replica station is the original hotel, the Terry House. I'll show you a picture from back in the early 1900s. The Terry Hotel in the early 1900s. And this is how it looks today in 2021 as a residence. Walking back past the old hotel, I see remains of what it was the speeder shed. Speeder would have been the work wagon. There's a set of tracks coming out. They would have set it onto the railroad to go out and work on it. So this was the shed that they kept the speeder wagon in. Back behind the speeder shed is a lagoon. You can hear frogs over there. Once again, the old Terry House or Terry Hotel. Oh yeah, we're out in the old hot rod on this trip. Got it parked over here and beside the trail. So now we're going to head to the west down this trail. Well, here's the bridges up ahead. I'm going to try and get a position to take a shot similar to what I did back in 1979. Okay, there's the bridge. In the old picture, my friend was coming right through here on his trail bike. Let's take a walk up on the bridge. There's only one trail through here now. They've blocked off that. Steep drop off.